Hello guys, we're back with another video. Today I will be sharing my ideas about the new upcoming Doors update called the Archives. I'm gonna keep this real short and clean so y'all can understand some of the stuff that's coming. So first let's hop into this trailer. Okay, right here there should be a shadow passing by, like right there. We still don't know what that is. Okay. Seems to open this door into the office. This honestly kind of looks like a random seek chase room. Not gonna lie. You know like the seek chase rooms. Yeah. So let's talk about the first thing. That we don't really know what that is, but people are saying that it is seek, which is, well, they're not wrong. It is seek. I'm not gonna lie, but I'll get into that later inside the video. Now let's talk about this thing about to pop up right here. This, in my opinion, it looks like a blue dupe, like something like a dupe. I get that it has eyes on it, so it's like related to seek. But this was probably another scrapped make of dupe, a remake of dupe. Because as you can see, there are spikes on the floor right there. They look like crystals, like crystallized spikes, and also those vines. They're moving on their own, like they both have their independent features. And look at that. Look behind all of that. There's nothing. So this could be a dupe or a void. Because once you probably go in, the vines will probably try to strangle you or any of that. And then it's gonna try pushing you back out. But if you're low on HP, it's just gonna pull you in, like so. See? They start glowing, and then you get pushed in. Now the archives. Get this, where forgotten memories go. Okay, keep that in your mind. Where forgotten memories go. A reimagined subfloor this summer. Now let me tell you something. The archives update may be coming in June, maybe early June. Now let's real quick check out the scrapped stuff. Okay, so we are here. Let's real quick check out removed content in Doors. Okay, so let's check out removed designs. This is gonna be real funny. Okay, so the first removed design we have is the old seek, bruh. Okay, so the first thing I will be talking about are these few versions of figure right here. This one, either version 1 or version 2, may be getting added to the game. Maybe it might come in the archives. Might. It's a very, very, very low chance for this random entity to come in, aka figure. Now let's talk about seek, its original appearance, aka like the first sighting of seek. This man right here. This might come in the new archives. It might come in the new archives. It looks exactly like this entity at the start. Let's real quick go right here. Right there. Now let's real quick put a side comparison against both of them. Okay, so let's see if I could just do this. See, now we got a better view of that. Now let's go to this. Grab this. Okay. Let's real quick do that. Put that in there. Okay. So now that we basically have a visual of what this thing is, let's look at the resemblance. Let's look at it. Let's open this image in a new tab. Look at it. Look at its legs. Okay, first let's look at this man's legs. It looks sort of like the same. You see that little curve right there, and then look, this man also has bro, my stutter. This man also has that little curve right there. Now, so this leg, see, it kind of goes in and then comes back out, just like this leg. His arms, it looks like his arm is like going that way, but this arm is going like out, like that. And his torso looks exactly the same. His eye is probably the thing that was glowing, as you can see right here. So this entity is probably a scrapped version of Seek, because remember it said this is where forgotten memories go. So let's go back right here, where forgotten memories go. So that means, if I'm correct, that means Seek, that scrapped version of Seek will be added into the game. Yeah, that scrapped version of Seek will be added into the game. Now let's talk about some of the other entities that will also be added probably inside the game. So let's jump to the Seek Eye. So as you can see, this is version 2, like the one that we got now. Version 1, that's probably gonna not come back, maybe. Now we got the scrapped version of Ambush. We got a couple. So this was the first version of Ambush. As you can see, it looks like a jack, but this entity right here, Ambush, it may come back. This scrapped version of Ambush may come back. We don't really know, but it may come back a little reworked with different things. Now we got eyes / looking at it, all that. This is Stare. Stare is a scrapped version of eyes also. So this may also be coming back. Colt is probably not going to come back. It's probably not going to be there. This is what Jack used to look like. So Jack, this scrapped version of Jack might come back into the archives. All these other entities will just not come. Will just not be there in the archives. Grumble, definitely. That is not a Grumble. Oh yeah, A60. This man right here, you can barely see him. Anyways, A60, he's definitely coming back into the archives. He's definitely coming back into the archives. Ain't no way this is what the groundskeeper was supposed to look like. Oh my gosh, I can't. This is crazy. That's what he used to look like. This is version 3. That's version 1. It was a drawing. Okay. Then we got Bramble right here. I guess this is what he was supposed to look like. And so we got Guiding Light and Curious Light. Curious Light is basically the main person in the archive, just like every other subfloor. That was really important. So let's see. Let's check out some assets and models. Wait, no, assets and models are not coming. They're not going to the archives. What am I doing? Anyways, okay, let's go to floors. Let's see, entities. That's the outdoors. Scrapped. Now let's check out the old Seek Chase. This is what Seek Chase used to look like. Let's zoom in on this picture right here. Let's zoom in. Okay. Put it in there. So as you can see, we have these eyes on the floor. Look at the tile on the roof and look at the ground. I wish I was able to make this a little bit brighter. I don't know if I can. You know what, let me save this image. Okay, so real quick, let's brighten up this image. Woo! Let's brighten this thing up with Photophia. This is literally the best way to make thumbnails and everything else that I know of. Okay, let's check it out. Okay, so let's look at this thing right here. Let's see if I'm able to make this thing a bit brighter. Okay, so let's see. Let's make this thing a little bit brighter. Turn up do that. Okay, so now that we've brightened everything up, this is the old image, this is the new image right here. We can clearly see right there, that that's carpet. We can clearly see that. Now, let's go in a little more. Right there. You see that, right? You might think that's just something that's not loaded in. Look there. Now let's look back at the trailer. Let's look back at that trailer right there. Okay. Now let's come back to right here. Now, let's put this thing together. What do you see? That black box. Now let's go back. What do you also see? That black box. But this time it's only one box and it's covering its face technically. So look at the resemblance. So if I'm correct, we have a closer image of now what the scrapped version of Seek looks like. Now let's check out this man right here. Well, actually no, not that man. Let's see. Yeah, let's go to the door. This thing right here. This dupe kind of door. So let's real quick check this thing out. Okay, so let's go back here. Let's add a new file to see what's going on in that door. Alright, so let's check out this thing right here. So as you can see, we got this little door right here with the sign above it. As you can see, this looks like some sort of dupe right here. So if we go to adjustments and brightness, hold up, this thing ain't thinking. Okay, yeah, if we go to adjustments and brightness, boom, bam, like right there. As you can see, that looks like a dupe. Can you see it? Like there's nothing behind it but darkness, but in front of it is colorful, just like dupes, something like that. So let's real quick find another one real quick. Let's take another pic. So real quick, let's talk about these couple frames right here. This ain't really a cutscene. Wait, let's go back. Did you hear that? Is it just me? Or did those flowers or eyes just make a noise? This can't be real, man. This can't be real. We cooked! We cooked! Okay. Anyways, we're dead. This thing right here is basically a dupe that moves more than a dupe. This honestly just looks like dupe to me. Look back there. You don't see anything, right? Just vines and all that. Imagine dupe. Look at dupe. His whole background is just black until you see his face. And then let's look at this last frame. See? It looks like he's being thrown in, or like something is grabbing him. Well guys, this will be the end of the video. Make sure to like, subscribe, and comment down below what you want to see next. Peace. Woo!